Hey everyone, it's Melissa again. I'm doing a quick video because my time is short again. But this is the anniversary time of when I had a child killed by the doctor. This time of the year, I always think about it. I always think about different things that happened. I didn't even remember the time for a long time that I had it because it was pushed under the rug, and it wasn't until like I got my doctor's records years later that I was able to process more of the surroundings and what had happened. So yesterday when I was out biking, I definitely was remembering some things. I remembered the jean jacket I had. When you go through trauma, it really affects you. It takes away a lot of the memories that you had. And I also remember a little bit more vividly the protesters that I saw later on another visit. I wasn't sure if it was the visit after the abortion at the doctor's office or another visit. It was another visit going to town and going shopping and seeing protesters on the corner of the road holding up signs. And I remember saying, what is that? What are they doing? What does that mean? I mean, I didn't even understand their signs. So this is this is the time of the year, and I know when I first didn't even know exactly when it happened. It was all like happened so fast. I mean, it was in pieces, bits and pieces of trying to remember. I remember it was a Wednesday. It was an early release day. I was taken out of school. I don't remember exactly the reason given for me being taken out of school. I just know I was taken out and I was brought to the doctors, and yeah, so a lot of decisions were being made around me. I would hear different things. I remember hearing that my aunt had an abortion, and that seemed to be okay. And then, yeah, just kind of feeling like, okay, when it was over, I remember walking home and by myself. I dealt with all of this by myself and feeling like, I probably wasn't in trouble anymore. And then only to get home and hear, some things when I got home. But nobody asked, are you okay? What happened? What happened on the way home? No one heard, the silent treatment I got. Nobody heard about anything about how I was doing. And then gym class the next day. So, not to live in the past, we don't live in the past, but we do try to understand certain things about the past to move forward even better. But this was a long time ago, and at this very anniversary, that is tomorrow, of the killing of my child, we are also having a lot of the Roe v. Wade come out. So it's just kind of, in my personal life, this is coming out at a very specific time in my life when I'm coming out with my story. And not only my story, I'm coming out more, but my the anniversary of this happening, and then the whole Roe v. Wade. So it's really getting dealt with at a deeper level, and there's just no excuse for it. I blame the Supreme Court for making these laws and not protecting girls. I really do. It's something that the abortion industry definitely takes advantage of women, and when girls don't know better, and I'm not saying that's all girls, but when they don't know better, we should be protected. We should never have to go to a doctor and have a doctor kill our baby. We should never have to have a Planned Parenthood. We shouldn't have to have a Supreme Court make decisions like this. This is just bogus. When someone wants to kill your kid, you're usually able to protect your child. And when women have abortions, whether they know or not, to a certain extent, they are also being a victim where they cannot subconsciously protect their child. They are trusting a doctor at some level, or an adult, to take care of them. And when something happens, like when they are starting to see, I mean, I know for me, I saw the machine with blood, and you're seeing that and you're realizing you got into something, somehow you got into something that you really were not aware of, and you realized that not only the people that you loved and trusted betrayed you, but now you have a doctor who is supposed to be for life who has also betrayed you and your trust. And whether that's a nurse standing next to you and trying to hide the truth from you, or whether it's whatever it is, whether it's just people wanting to use you to make their life better. It's just an ugly thing. Abortion's ugly all the way around. So this does affect women all their lives on one level or another. And for the women who have healed, it's great when we can go to other women and tell them that this is not something that they want. They're always better off to have the child. And if you've had parents or family who have taught you it's okay to have a boyfriend and to have sex outside of marriage, that's a whole nother scenario you're dealing with. I know that I had one parent not wanting me dating at 15, and the other parent said everyone else is dating at 15, so she can. So when parents know that their kids are actually sexually active but don't want the child, or don't want the pregnancy in the child, that's a really like a catch-22. That's like an awful setup, because it's saying you have permission to have boyfriends and do stuff, and they know, but as soon as you're pregnant, it's a whole different story. It's kind of the blame game, like, why did you get pregnant? How could you? Why did you? And somebody is to blame, and that blame is going to usually go on the child, because they're usually not they don't have the life experience and the tools to equip themselves to be able to stand for themselves and say, actually, you're the one who encouraged me in this. You're the one who taught me it's okay to have a boyfriend, or whatever the girl's situation is. I mean, a lot of girls out there are very promiscuous, and they're taught that it's okay. So if parents don't like their girls being pregnant, then they should be teaching them that it's not okay, to wait for marriage and to back that up with your actions too. So again, I would not recommend any girls having abortions. I have comments thrown my way saying, you don't have a dog in the fight. You don't know what it's like. I've already openly shared that I do know what it's like, and I hope girls will listen and not have to live with this for about a good 35 years of their life.